Hey, everybody, this is Mickey G. Rodney and I continue our discussion about the NBA and sports in general in this edition of Old Fools Talking Old School. And I didn't watch the Spurs a whole lot during the regular season, because
Mhm.
I'd watch them. They'd be on every now and then, and I'd watch them, things of that nature. But
Mhm.
because I thought Harrison Barnes had retired 10 years ago. I'm like, Harrison Barnes is still playing ball. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was still
yeah,
out. He's still out there.
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
he
I
still
thought
is.
he had retired. I said, well, they do got a little veteran preference presence on the team with him.
Yeah,
But I don't think they need to do a whole lot. I think they just need to, like you say, get a veteran and a veteran enforcer kind of guy that can take some of the heat off of women. I think they'd be good because them young kids, they gonna be there for a while. If they can
oh,
keep
yeah,
that core group together, they're gonna be there for a while.
they're gonna be there until it's time to renew them contracts because 'cause they're gonna be commanding some money. Some people
Yeah,
gonna come after them because that's what's getting ready to happen here at Oklahoma City. They're already talking about, the dude Wiggins, that little guard that can shoot so well. Teams are after him, and he's coming up on free agency, so you can see it coming, With
yeah,
that new bargaining agreement they got, it ain't conducive for teams to stay together, to have no dynasty. I mean, what is the last 8 champions have been different?
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
don't think you'll be seeing that. Free agency has done that to almost every sport. The only one
Yeah.
that it really hadn't affected so much has been, baseball in a way because they don't really have a salary cap. They have some luxury tax you got to pay and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
that's always been sort of the death knell um, for dynasties is free agency.
Yeah.
And something else that I noticed this year. It seemed like for last well, I wouldn't say the last 3 or 4 years, probably years prior to that, it seemed like all you heard about was the European players. That's all you
Mhm.
heard about,
Mhm.
and it seemed like for the last couple of years, it's almost like, even though some of the American players, the names that aren't Smith and Jones,
You're
but
right.
still, it seemed like almost like the American players have been like, well, wait a minute, this ain't gonna, I know we had that, European invasion there for a while, but it seemed like we've almost gotten back to more of a sort of standard American players now. All them,
Mhm.
you know, Luka Doncic and all them names you can't even pronounce. I thought about the play. I'm like, okay, there really wasn't a European player on either. I mean, that played any time. I'm not sure there was probably some on there, but that had any kind of time that I could think of.
Other than Wemby.
Well, yeah, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know why I don't sort of consider him the typical, them
Mhm.
guys that are coming out of the Yugoslavia and all them kind of places. But yeah, yeah. I mean, he is, yeah, in reality. But it seemed like that trend has sort of gone down some too.
Yeah. These, well, for one, I think most of them, when they come, they're pretty soft and, uh, they good with a team as long as they got a role, but they ain't finna carry nobody nowhere. They've been trying to give Doncic that. Hell, he can't keep his fat ass in shape.
Well,
He
that's what I was saying.
he too
They
busy
seem like that.
drinking
Yeah,
beer, and but he ain't. You know, I don't care how many shots he make. He don't play no defense. He just like LeBron. The Lakers ain't gonna win because they got two useless people. Don't play no defense. All of them. They pay him $51 million a year to stand in the corner and do nothing. He don't help on defense, but try to get out on a break and dunk because he wants to look
right.
impressive. And Luca, he he throw up them old shots and they go in, but hell, by the middle of the first quarter, his fat ass is tired, so he got to get out, and he ain't never in no shape. That's why he always end up hurt.
Yeah, yeah. That's what
So
that's what they were saying.
yeah,
That was the biggest. complaint that he don't really care about being in shape.
All right.
Like you say, he sort of plays the type of game that he ain't running the court full court
No.
every play. He plays his game and he feels that's all he needs to do. But
Top
yeah,
of the key
that's
to the
been
top of the key.
yeah, that's always been the the hook on him is that yeah he ain't into the physical part of it as far as being in shape and stuff. All he wants to do is get out there and shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And so, the point I was going to make earlier about Wemby is the reason he need especially a veteran big man to teach him how to pace himself and all that, but he also needs one to be in his ear because I can see he's kind of trying to get that American influence on his European way of handling himself. He's like trying to be hard now. And,
Mhm.
people forget he ain't but 21, 22, and he didn't have this much success already. This and kind of went to his head. It's just like some things are better not left unsaid, young man. It's like when he told him on his exit press conference, he said, "See you later, never." It's like, I understand why you feel that way, son, but you don't need to put that out there like that.
Yeah.
Just get up and leave, but I think he needed a little guidance, and he ain't got nobody on that team to guide him, He's the superstar, that goes in, it goes to your head. Even the Castles and Vessel,
Right. Uh-huh.
they some damn good ball players, but they ain't gonna say nothing to him. Same thing with Harper. Harper's a rookie.
Yeah.
He don't even feel like he got that clout yet, but there ain't nobody to check him. If you look at it, when you see them and they're going through whatever little stress they're going through, he the one calling them over and telling them what to do. And I'm like, hell, you ain't learned yet.
There's a couple times I said to myself, "Well, you're the problem."
Yeah.
Like I say, you the one out there trying to bring them together. You the problem,
Yeah.
and like you say, I think that's something that he doesn't have at this point. Is somebody that ain't afraid to tell him, "You the problem.
Yeah.
You need to do this, or you need to do that." To try to, like you say, you ain't got to be so hard and everything. You just, for one thing, you don't fit the image. I
Hell
mean,
no.
Charles Oakley was hard.
Yeah.
Derek Mason was hard. Those kind of guys, you just looked at them and they intimidated you.
Yeah.
But you ain't got that image. Your
when you got
your stature and all. No.
Yeah, when you got number 2 pencil arms, you ain't intimidating nobody.
You ain't gonna intimidate. So that you try to take that away from him. But I mean, I think he has an opportunity with the right coaching, the right players around him, and the right PR team. And I don't know how much, he might be like a Roberto Duran. He could care less about American advertising and getting those monies. I don't know what his mindset is there, but I think he has the opportunity to be the face of the league for a number of years if he sort of he's got the tools there. He got all those kind of things. But if he wants to be the face of the league and parlay that into even more money with advertisement, things of that nature, I think he needs somebody that needs to groom him for that. And he definitely ain't at that point yet. He may, like I say, he may not care. I don't know.
Well, I think they'll get him there simply because the NBA wants him to be the face of the league.
Yeah.
And I think they'll get a PR team behind him and work with him on that because it's all about the business. It's about selling. I mean, just like they tried to, they set Billy Ray up out there to be this face of the league. Billy Ray, LeBron,
You call it Billy Ray?
Yeah. Did I tell you about why I call him that?
No.
Because you remember that movie with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd? They were both. Dan Aykroyd was the chosen one on the stock exchange. These two brothers.
Yeah.
And then they decided to do an experiment and make Billy Ray out there trying to scheme on that little board with the wheels on it. So let's make him make him into. That's what the league did with LeBron James. They needed somebody to try to replace Michael. So what they do? They bring his ass in. He couldn't shoot a sack of balls when he came into the league, and still can't. I'm talking about when he came in the league. Hell, he can't shoot now. And but they don't make him. Oh, he could have been a tight end in football because he run down there and dunk, and do all that. I'm like, hell, he couldn't win until he went and played with somebody else. But
Yeah.
they made him the face of the league, and so they know what they're doing. They'll get Wemby straightened out so the people will like him. But I don't know. He might get it run for his money now that Brunson done showed out. But
Yeah.
I honestly think though, I like Brunson. I think he's a good player and all that. But I don't think this is gonna be maybe a 1 or 2 year thing. I don't think he's gonna last. He ain't gonna do what he did this year. But
Yeah.
I really didn't see him doing it all year. He get it in the playoffs. But then again, I can't say I didn't see him do it all year because who the hell watched the Knicks?
Yeah. Well, that's what I said when the Spurs beat OKC. I said I just don't know if the Knicks have played a team with the defense that the Spurs have, and I think that's what's going to expose them. But hey, he didn't expose him. He just kept going off and going off and going off.
Yeah, after Harper got off his ass.
Yeah.
If this young boy had kept Harper in there, and Vassell did a good job on it too. Because they are long, them boys are long and young and can move.
Mhm.
And Brunson ain't the quickest person in the world, but I just think the young coach didn't, he should have kept it on his the foot on his throat, and kept Harper in there, kept making him have to work on defense. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but he
Yeah.
picks and chooses his spots. He knows. And then when Wembyana, they took him out, then he started going to the hole getting the fouls. That's what I don't like. Every time you go down through there, then they're going to call the foul. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on now.
And I think he knew that.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
he knew that too. Beside the fact that Wemby was out of the game, I think he knew if he took it inside,
Yep.
he was most time he was going to get a foul.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
which was, was smart. Yeah, you take advantage of the defense they give you. You take advantage of the fact that they want to they want to keep you going. So
Yep.
I could see that too.
It'll
be like I say, it'll be interesting to see if he can do it, sustain it over the years. But I think and he seemed like a good guy. I'm not I'm not trying to be bad with him, but this may have been just that one marquee year, and then sort of after this, it'll be interesting to see. He might do it for the next 5 years. I don't want to try to say he can't, but I just don't know either. With his size too. I just don't.
Yeah,
He can
that's one
maintain
of the
this year
main
after
things.
year.
That's one of the main things. See, how many of them have come in there and played a damn good year, and then you don't hear nothing else from them. And his whole thing is what they're letting him get away with now is, not only him but most of the league, because they're kind of like the football. They didn't just made the defensive back just nutless. He can't do nothing. Everything is interference. Well, in basketball now, they talk about the verticality thing when they go up to contest a shot. These guys go up, but then these guys lean that shoulder into them, and then they call a foul on you for going. What happened to the verticality rule?
Yeah.
And I see that Brunson is good. He has to do it. I understand why he does it. Because I remember when I had to, get shot over some of them long dudes. You got to knock them off balance some kind of way. And but he gets the benefit of the doubt. He gets that, 'cause not only him, just the whole league. They got it set up like that for the scoring. But you run these replays on everything. Run a replay on that and see who initiated that contact. I'm going straight up and he leaning into me and you calling the foul on me.
Yeah. And it just almost seemed like the perception is always on the defense. Just like you said with defensive back in football. It seemed like the perception is always on the defensive guy. If there's any kind of contact on the shot, he's almost always on the defensive guy.
Yep.
And I think that's the way it is in football, like you say too. It's almost like, well, defensive back, they can't make plays like that. They can't break up passes. They can't block passes and stuff. They gotta be, pass interference. So yeah, I see the same thing in basketball a lot too. And like you say, I think sometimes it matters the scenario and who you are. I mean, you talking about can he last? First person I thought about was Jeremy Lin. He was a
Yeah.
he was a guy there for that 1 year. That's all you heard about. And then as they say, once they get a time to watch film and find where your weaknesses are, that's it. It don't take them long. Don't take
No,
them
man.
long.
And these players study. They'll be ready for you the next year.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be ready for you. Well, that damn Alicia Keys is still finer than hell. Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah. She was at the parade today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got TV on something here. I don't know what it is, but she was singing up there. I'm like, she still make that leather look good, boy. I'm like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But I think back when she first got started, she lost some weight and stuff and everything. I saw, and I don't know how many years. This has probably been more than 20 years ago. I think we were still in D.C. and she had just got started, and they were following her around. She wasn't doing a concert, but she was. I don't know if she was out shopping or something. Anyway, she had some jeans on. And I'm like, oh, I never knew she had all that going on. And then when she lost some of that weight, I saw her another time. It seemed like her especially she didn't have jeans on. She had some like leather pants on. Seemed like they weren't nowhere, clinging like they were before. Like, damn, she done lost her ass now. But oh man, I remember seeing that. I'm like, God, I never knew she had them hips and that butt on her.
Yeah,
but this was, like I say, this was quite a while ago. But I don't know. I say for some reason, I felt like she lost her good girl image when she got with what's the name of the guy?
Yeah, I know.
Not Aesop Rocky, but whoever she she basically took him from his lady and all that kind of stuff, But yeah, she's still fine. She's a very, very attractive lady. That's
Yes,
for
she
sure.
is. Well, she got them hips back now because she got that mama body now that's still in good shape, boy. From what I just saw, I was like, damn, is that Alicia?
Yeah, well, like I say, she's always been fine.
Oh yeah.
Always
They say now she don't wear makeup. I'm like, looking like she looks. She ain't got to.
You got to. Yeah.
So
ain't got to.
Yeah, man. But they that's a far cry from that damn Nicki Minaj with her Trump loving ass. But
yeah. Well, like you say, you don't know what about her is real and ain't real.
There you go.
That's the thing about her.
Yeah,
You don't know. But it seems like her what is it? I don't know what the word is. It seems like it's faded away a little bit. It seemed like at one time every day I got up and turned on TV. It was something about Nicki Minaj this.
Oh,
Nicki
yeah.
Minaj that. Seemed like her allure is starting to go away a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's just like all them rappers and stuff. We're coming up 55 and 60 now. These young ones are coming in with this new stuff that I don't understand. Because half of them to be acting like, well, this dude is a superstar, and he's that. I'm like, based on what? I don't know. Are y'all supposed to be lyrically sophisticated now? Because hell, I can't even understand nothing they're saying. Number one,
They say yeah,
but I don't know what's so talented about him. But yeah, she's a has been as far as I'm concerned. I never was no big fan of hers, no way. But
yeah,
she that face and that makeup that she wears, and now just being a Trump fan just made her look uglier to me after that.
yeah. But that's just like and I know we came up in different eras, so I mean I sort of have to temper things with that. But all the talk about Jay-Z. I know he's done well, and I know he's, started off, I guess, as a drug dealer and everything else. But I'm like, I guess just the fact that I came up in a different era, I'm like, what did he say? Now I've heard a few songs that he did that were hits and everything, but I guess I just didn't see the talent there that that everybody else sees. But he's done well. I mean,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
by no means,
he's
trying to.
he's done well. I like his music. He's one of the ones that I could halfway understand what he was saying. But for me, is with him working with Pharrell, the music. They call him a rapper, but the music is more like R&B.
Yeah.
And I know his claim to fame was always that he never wrote anything down. He just raps from the top of his head, which, I take that with a grain of salt too.
I do too. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I got a couple of his CDs down there. And
Really?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I saw his supposedly farewell concert on. I don't know if it was on Netflix or one of them, or some of this stuff in here. And it was pretty good. He had a whole bunch of guests on there, but for the most part, no, I ain't no connoisseur of that rap thing. They got certain songs that one will come out with, but hell, it's just an R&B song with them rapping on.
Yeah.
I think I'm liking the song more because I remember that. I'll never forget Philip came up here. It's like, Dad, boy, this guy had to be a genius to sing this song. And I said, well, what is the song? Damn, now I done forgot my memory. I said, oh hell, that's Miles J. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. He said, like Miles J. I said, yeah, boy. I said, hell, that he ain't invented that. I said, man, I brought him up here and pulled out Miles J. I guess the good Lord was working with me that day. Well, he works with me every day, but anyway, we that's the first CD. I got a bunch of CDs up here, and I at one time messed around, put them in order, and then Rosin started going in there getting them all. Like, oh hell, I ain't gonna try to keep these things in order. But that's the first CD I picked up. I said, oh, all right, put it on that song right there. He's like, man, like, so he got to the point where he would tell me about a song, and he said, so who is that by, Dad? I said, I'm sure somebody, but I don't know right off the top of my head. But
Yeah. That's why Donovan gets in the car, the truck with me, and he'll, I always got it on the groove, or I got my compilation of he said, Papa, why didn't the old song, they just say the same thing over and over again? I said, well, if you look at some of the new songs, they say the same thing over and over again. But he said, Papa, why did they say the same thing over and over again?
Yeah.
Because we was listening to the song music the other day, and that song by shoot, Barry Gordy's son, the one that Michael Jackson sang on. That one, somebody's watching me or whatever. What
Oh
was his
yeah.
name?
Yeah.
He had like a single word name. But anyway, Donovan started singing that song. I said, what do you know about that song? Well, he knows about Michael Jackson. He knew that was Michael Jackson that was singing on the song. And I said, oh, you ain't, that's old music. You say you don't like old music, but I like that. It's got Michael Jackson on it.
Yeah.
Rockwell.
Yeah, Rockwell.
Rockwell. Yeah,
Yeah,
that song,
somebody
Rockwell.
like that.
Yeah, we said, Papa, they just say the same thing over and over again.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, man, they capitalize on it. It's kind of hard to reinvent good music. They sample everything, man.
Yeah.
Every time I hear something on I listen to hell, I can't even think of it now. One of them serious channels on there, but they play a mixture of R&B and a little rap on there.
Right.
And so I hear a song every once in a while. It's just like I I like that T.I. new song they got out. That sucker's got a little bump, kind of bring you back in the day a little bit. And Let 'Em Know, whatever that is. So, that's how I keep up with it now that the boys not here. Well, Philip not here because Lynn listen to old school music. So, but then I got my rap mainstay in here, Rosin, because she's still into it. She listening.
That always when I heard about that, I'm like, not Rosalind. She would be the last person I think would want to listen to rap. And you were talking about how Philip was turning her on all this rap and stuff. I said,
man.
Rosalind?
Yeah, man. Hey, like when we get on the road to go home or something, man. Oh, she just squirming in the seat over there because I'm listening to old school. I'm listening to.
Right.
She goes, "Can I listen to something?" I said, "Go ahead, turn the channel." She got it on. I said, "Do you know every damn rap song? I mean, every one of them come on. Oh, that's my song." I'm like, "I'll be damn." And yeah, she does that. She's still into that, and so she act like I'm an old maid or something. When I just give me some good old R&B,
Yeah, that's the way I am.
or
Because
some
Marion
jazz.
turned me on to this, and I don't know if it's on Pandora, or if it's on Sirius or iHeart, to tell you the truth. But it's a station that takes the old classic, but they put a different kind of lyrics and tempo to it. We was listening to it, and I said, that ain't the original, whatever the song was. That ain't the original, whatever it was. She said, no, that station takes the original and they put a different. It's the same artist, but
Right.
they do it differently. And I keep forgetting to ask her what that station was because I want to go out there and listen to that again because the songs that they were playing while we were riding sounded good. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good,
Yeah.
And I kept forgetting to ask her what that station was because I said that ain't the original. I don't know who that. She said, yeah. She said, but this station takes the old songs and they put a different lyrics or different tones or tempos to them. I said, okay. I said, that don't sound bad.
Yeah. Well, hell, if you listen to these new artists, that's all you're getting. I mean, they'll have, the old school song on there, but then they just be rapping over it. I'm like, hell, that's the hook right there, y'all. Yeah. Typical lazy ass. Y'all just put some words to rhyme onto it,
Yeah.
And,
put a few words of rhyme and some synthesized music. Ain't none of them ever played the instrument.
Exactly.
So, they put some synthesized music on there, and then they sell millions,
Yes.
of records for doing just that. But
Yeah.
it's just more, more and more of the old school folks. I was thinking about Peebo. They're just starting to go away, man. I tell you, and he had that young wife and what, 8-year-old son, something he left behind.
Man, I'm telling you, these old dudes, man. I just like Ron Isley, got that young wife and a young kid too. I'm like, I thought all your soldiers would be dead by now.
I thought so too, because they had a picture of what was his son graduating from high school or something. I forgot what it was.
I'm sure somebody came up and said, "Is that your granddad?"
Yeah. But I say, hey, you can pull them. You can pull them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't gonna be mad at you.
Exactly. It's just like, and God forgive me for quoting this imbecile, but like Charles Barkley said about Michael Jordan when he was on Oprah. When Oprah was like, "You don't think he's handsome?" He's like, "No, he ain't handsome." He said, "When you got a lot of money, you become handsome all of a sudden."
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of people where I said, if you wasn't a star, you didn't have a lot of money, you wouldn't be pulling that.
Oh no, not at
you
all.
would not be pulling that.
Yes, sir. That definitely matters. And
I saw crazy ass Michael Irvin. I guess he was went to that UFC thing.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was he was with. I don't think that's I know
No.
that wasn't his wife he was married 2 years ago. I don't think he's even married no more.
Well, he was.
Wow.
He was supposedly sticking by her because she had early onset of Alzheimer's.
Right, right.
And he was talking about all that, you know. He is the silliest fuck I've ever seen, man. He is, for somebody to be a Hall of Famer, he's just like out there when Miami plays, he's out there jumping up and down and running up and down the field. And even when he's on a talk show, he hollering and going, like, damn, dude, chill out. Everybody see you,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that. I saw she was a nice looking woman.
Yes, she was. Yes,
And
she
I
was.
tell you what, that's certainly a case of he got money, cause that's an ugly human being right there. And had enough nerve to have them twists on his head just made him look even worse, man.
Mike. My only concern with Michael Irvin is the way he acts sometimes. I think a lot of people, the first thing they'll think about is he back on that stuff? I hope not. Well, thanks for joining us for this edition. Join us next time for Old Fools Talking Old School. Until then, this is Mickey G. Peace.